Guys, this is the last time we're going to be sitting here like this, and it's making me sad.
Michael.
You don't seem very sad. What has this been like, the couple days in Comic-Con, the last run here for you guys being on Fringe?
Really, we'll find out tomorrow morning at the panel, I think.
Yeah.
That's the bit, because the other stuff sort of like kept getting added. We didn't, always have so much to do. The first year was just the panel where everyone just wanted to talk to JJ.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's
Look
sort
how
of been
far
like
we've
a
come.
slow, it's like, bookended. Ooh, we're in
Yeah.
a big hall this year.
Yeah.
Rumor has it Joel Wyman has been very forthcoming with you guys about how the series ends, so who's going to spill?
How would you have that information already?
Anna.
I'm just amazed. Honestly.
Who do you tell?
That's not
I
what
have
You
no
must have said
information.
something.
someone on
Yeah,
the
Red,
couch.
John.
I don't either.
Someone on this couch knows how it's going to end.
I've heard
Someone?
nothing.
They said they knew.
I've heard nothing.
He's gone
you are-
red. That's your
Yeah.
terrible.
I've been told.
No, I know how
No
it's
more
going to end.
Do you
spoilers.
really?
Do you?
Oh,
And
that's
talk to us
awesome.
later.
Would you care to share with the other
I mean,
cast
once
members?
No.
After this, tell us. It's all right.
Cool.
It's okay.
I need someone to tell me what Transilient Thought Unifier Model 2 means. That's the title
That
of the
would
premiere.
be. I don't know what it means.
It's I can tell you what it is.
Okay, great.
It's the missing piece that they're looking for. You know when they find everybody in the amber in episode 19 in season 4,
Yes.
and you know that they were a team and they were all looking for this thing and it was going to do something. And so Olivia is the person that knows where it is, but we don't know where Olivia is. So that's what the first episode is we're trying to find this missing piece of this like other machine that's going to help us, I don't know, infiltrate the observers or something
What's
like
it called
that.
again?
It's called the Transilience Unifier.
Part 2.
Transilient Unifier.
It's,
Yes.
I speak it with a French accent, so that's why it's like a little
Amazing.
thing.
Where is Olivia? If she's not in amber, are we talking old age makeup, cane, when we finally meet her? If she's like in hiding?
Yes. Yes, Michael. I think definitely.
I would have really liked to do that, and I was pitching for that for a while. I'm like, so if she comes back, would she be like, could we do? And they're like, we don't think so. That would take a lot of time in makeup. I'm like, no, we've worked it out. And I'm like, could she be older? And could the Cortexiphan have not aged her? And they're like, no. I don't think so.
So, Lance, you are going to be in old age makeup if the final season, as speculated, is set in 2036.
Yes, Yes.
How do you feel about that? Everyone else is like the same age, and here you are 124.
Hey.
All right.
100.
100.
100.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, spending 3.5 hours of getting in and out of makeup every day is kind of annoying. But I mean, I'm not going to be in every episode, so I won't have to do that every episode. And it's an opportunity to play one other incarnation of Royals, which is always fun.
And Jessica, do you have any hopes for Astrid in the final season?
She is not dead. That was kind of my biggest hope. In the last season with
The
that
chick wasn't-
cliffhanger, which, by the way, I just want to say that John is the one who said, I want you to know, you get shot in this episode, but I checked with the writers and you don't die. Because it was a cliffhanger.
Oh my goodness,
and
you didn't.
I had no idea.
No,
And
They'll
you
do
know-
that on TV. I've been
Well, they'll
shot.
do that, and like with
And I found out
Seth,
when I read
he
the
was
script that I
gone,
did.
and we had no idea that Seth was no longer going to be part of it until
It
we
would have
filmed
been
the
a
last scene, and it
revolt.
was like,
It's like, I
bye.
think this is my last.
Yeah, so ever since then, I was like, I'm no John or Anna or Josh. I don't know, how
It's true
important
story.
I
I
am.
said, honey, no, I know you're going to be there.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
It was,
I know,
it was
it
really
was.
sweet. He came to assure me that I wasn't dead
Yeah.
for the, millionth time that something's happened while I'm looking after this one.
We don't, Michael, and you know we don't really know the details of what comes on ahead. So we're never sure if a bullet is fatal or not.
Yeah.
We know they don't have to be fatal, i.e., chum,
Yeah.
kaboom. We've blasted Anna away a couple of times now. Just a bullet in the brain, but we could pull it out with a sort of pointer off a blackboard. There you go. And you got one in the heart, but
Yeah, I have a strong heart, so.
I was like, and then you're up walking the next 5 minutes.
I know.
Wow.
That's right.
Do you remember?
Yeah, in the hospital.
Well, it's funny because it
That's
was
your last
written
day.
in that script,
Yeah.
that she gets shot in the chest and she's got this wound and then her arm is in a sling. And I was like, well, I'm no doctor, But I think your arm is good. If you get shot in the ribs or something, I don't know.
But didn't we originally just have you walking in?
Didn't they change it? And I was just walking slow, and I was like, I don't
But
even
you,
know.
they also had you walking in your ordinary clothes, and someone said, no.
She can't heal that fast.
She doesn't heal. Because she sort of sorted in her gear, and someone said, no.
Yeah, you know what should happen is Astrid gets shot, and then it turns out she's a shapeshifter, and she's like bleeding the metallic.
That would have been awesome.
awesome.
But I thought for a minute, when I was reading that episode, I actually really thought, oh, she's turned bad. And for the whole time, she's been like collecting
Right.
data on us. For a minute.
How amazing would that
Yeah.
You mean
be?
when she was shot?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
in that
Really?
whole, in the last bit, and then it's like she's led him to
Right,
when she
to
pulls
get
the
an
gun out,
inmate, yeah.
she's like, I'm sorry,
This is such a
but
good
your time has
season
come.
6.
No,
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
know.
we don't get
Let's
to write it.
Let's watch the language just in the future.
What did I say?
You said
Oh, okay.
Do you know
Have
this
to leap
little
over
girl?
that now.
I
Oh,
don't.
it's
I'm
this
sometimes a
Australian
little
thing.
bit
Shy
bad
son.
with that. And this little girl the other day, I'm getting her a glass of water. She's like the daughter of a friend of mine, and I said something, and she looked at me and she went, "That is not a very nice thing to say." And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I've just let something slip in front of this 4-year-old." And I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." She said, "Stupid is a very bad word." I'm like, oh, thank goodness. I'm like, yes, it is. You are quite right.
Before you go, do you kind of feel like it's a little bit of a television miracle that the show has lasted as long as it has, and also you're getting a chance to wrap this story up, which doesn't always get to happen on
That's the
television.
miracle.
That's the bit, and that's the bit. I mean, I think everybody's so excited, like in all departments, to have like a chance to finish, writing the show properly, and for us too. It means you walk into it completely, giving 100%, knowing that this is your last shot, and knowing that you really do get to finish the game. And I think that's, I mean, that's
It's unheard
that's
of, actually.
Special.
I totally
Unheard
agree.
of. And probably courtesy of Firefly, really, because they say you're not going to do that again. And so they're writing the final chapter, which means all of the character arcs and the great story arcs will be finished. And that, I'm really grateful for Fox for taking that on. And look, the show is actually very successful. It's just that its numbers are spread out and around the world. So there's an awful lot of people and a lot of fans that are so pleased that we can get a chance to finish this off.
Including these ones.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.